Hello, good day everyone. I hope everything is well with you. Once again, this is Brian of brianvillarosa.com and Invest and Earn PH YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe in this YouTube video. So now I'm going to share more about the upcoming two IPOs, two companies that are about to go public this year, hopefully. And these are Manny Villar's All Home and the coconut product maker AXELUM Resources based in Mindoro. So this article, initially, I am sharing from Rappler, which makes 38% of the readers happy and 15% and others, never mind, no? But this news is somehow makes happy. It makes people happy since, again, IPOs are now more accessible and more convenient for the LSIs or the local small investors, which this channel is dedicated all about. So kung kayo po ay isang trader or investor or isang local small investor na interested na magpalago niyo yung private, yung investments or cash flow, I would suggest you subscribe to this channel para po I can share to you also the learnings that I have through time. I am a local small investor also doing freelance jobs, but time to time I'm sharing videos, tutorials on this YouTube channel. So you can also check out my website at brianvillarosa.com. Alright, so what is All Home? So All Home has already applied for IPO and this is owned by the country's richest man, Manny Villar. So it's very important for you to first study what a company is all about, its background, some of its officers, assets, and having a closer look about All Home will give you an idea about its fundamentals. So SEC approved the IPO of All Home already, which aims to raise 11.5 billion. They will be offering 750 million new common shares with 375 million existing common shares currently held by All Value Holdings. So yung offer po nila is around times 2, no, to their existing common shares. And they also have an option to offer more, 168 million more. So it represents 34.5% of the company's issued and outstanding capital stock. So it will represent po these amounts. No? The maximum price for the IPO is 16 pesos per share. So All Home, what is All Home? If you're not familiar, or maybe you're in a province or city which doesn't have an All Home, it's well, from the word itself, it's a property or it's a company that sells for home improvements. All Home will use the raised capital for store expansion, debt repayment, and general corporate purposes. Alright, so All Home, siguro first thing that comes in mind for me is Mandawi Foam or a little bit of Ace Hardware, something like that, but more on furniture side. Alright, so if you go to the fundamentals, so the company tapped UBS AG Singapore branch as the sole global coordinator and joint book runner. So the ticker symbol will be HOME or Home. So as I've said in my previous video, if you have not yet registered to the Philippine Stocks Exchange Easy program, the PSE has developed a online platform that will contain these making it easy for LSIs to subscribe to IPO. So let me show you if I can log in right now to my account. All right, so there it is. This is how it looks, and as of now, list of statuses, upcoming IPOs. Let me see. So it's not yet showing, but hopefully in the next few months or days, we will see these All Home and AXELUM showing up at these upcoming IPOs, where you can also subscribe right now. So how to subscribe or to have an account at PSE Easy? Simply go back to my previous video showing you how you can make an account at PSE Easy so that you can avail IPOs directly as an LSI. So tendency, but let's first look at from the basics about what is an IPO. No? According to Investopedia, ang IPO po ay refers to the process of offering shares of a private corporation to the public in a new stock issuance. So ang isang private maging public if magkaroon dito ng IPO. Public share issuance allows a company to raise capital from public investors. The transition from a private to public can be an important time for private investors to fully realize gains from their investments, as it typically includes share premiums from current private investors. So, isa po sa mga paraan na mag-grow po inyong cash or inyong investment ay to invest in an IPO. Not all IPOs may go up, but it calls for a faithful study and analysis of what a company is all about. Alright, so just like the KPPI, the cap wealth, which I have shared in previous video, meron po tayong mga analysis doon about what happened to it after the IPO offering. So a company planning an IPO will typically select an underwriter, underwriters. The IPO is a buzzword on Wall Street. So ito po ay sinimulan ng Dutch, no, ng mga Dutch. I think it's the Netherlands, the people of the Netherlands, credited with conducting the first modern IPO by offering shares of the Dutch East India Company to the general public. So from history, we are familiar with the Dutch East India Company, and the way they raised money from the public is to offer shares. And the public can also buy shares and sell it in the future, depending on the performance of the company. Since then, IPOs have been used as a way for companies to raise capital from public investors through the issuance of public share ownership. So through the years, IPOs have been known for uptrends and downtrends in issuance. So again, an advice, only invest what you can afford to lose. From my previous video, we have known that PSE has allowed a maximum of 100,000 pesos only for those who would like to invest in the IPOs. Individual sectors also experience uptrends and downtrends in issuance due to innovation. Alright, so just like in the 2008 financial crisis, there's been the least number of IPOs. And right now, since nag-boom po yung mga startups, so-called startups, and the so-called unicorns, which can raise up to $1 billion valuation. So, ito po yung mga dapat natin tandaan. So, how IPOs work? Prior to an IPO, company is considered private. So, lahat ng companies or corporations are private at the first. And as a private company, the business has grown with a small number of shareholders, including early investors like the founders, family, and friends, along with professional investors such as venture capitalists or angel investors. So, simula pa lang ng company, ito pa lang kasi yung nagfa-fund ng business, no? So, investors, venture capitalists, and family, friends. But as the company grows, it believes it is mature enough for the rigors of SEC regulations. Pag nag-mature na po ito at parang they now feel equipped and enabled to meet the challenges of SEC, then the company would like to decide to go public or offering it IPO. Typically, the stage of growth will occur when a company has reached a private valuation of approximately $1 billion, also known as unicorn status. So, maging unicorn po ang isang startup or isang company pag $1 billion valuation po, meaning the value of its assets, the value of its products. However, private companies at various valuations with strong fundamentals and proven profitability potential can also qualify for an IPO even hindi pa po sila $1 billion. An IPO is a big step for a company. It provides the company with access to raising a lot of money. Alright? So, ito po yung mga basics of an IPO. Feel free to go to Investopedia to learn more. And about Villar, and then we also have AXELUM, which is a coconut product maker. Ito po mag-offer din at maximum of 6.81 peso per share. So, Misamis Oriental pala, sorry, not na Mindoro, no? Misamis Oriental in Mindanao, Northern Mindanao, will use the fresh capital for strategic acquisitions, expansion of its distribution network, cost for improving facilities, loan repayments, and other capital requirements. Alright? So, again, they have quoted Cap-Wealth as the one that benefited the most in this, the first one to benefit from this PSE EC platform. Alright, so Inquiry.net also wrote about Villar's all home plans. Still the same, almost the same data that Rappler has shared. And yeah, there it is. And happy investing, as you may want to prepare right now for the money that you would like to invest in the IPO. Prepare it now. Put it in the fund value or pay the bills to the Call Financial so that it will be reflected in your account, or through PSE. Pwede na po kayo mag-invest. Maraming pong salamat. Once again, this is Brian Villarosa of brianvillarosa.com and Invest and Earn PH YouTube channel. So wishing you God bless and Titus 3:5, Ephesians 2:8 and 9. God bless. Bye-bye.